guys, how's everybody doing? Alrighty then, so last week I didn't do a video for the episode of One Piece because real life things happened and I couldn't do it, but I'm back this week. And the episode, well, we will get to it, but there is some cool things here and some annoying things because, man, I've talked about it in the past. I think the goofiness of Gear 5 Luffy ruins the show so much for me. I've been watching the show, the anime, since the beginning, and the first time that I felt that I wanted to stop watching the anime was the episode that he went Gear 5, and the amount of goofiness and the cartoonish sounds and all of that, man, I don't know, for me is just too much. One Piece always had some goofy things, even when Luffy was Gear 4 with the bound man against Doflamingo and he was bouncing around. It was kind of goofy, but he was serious in the fight. You know what I mean? But with Gear 5, he's always laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing, and I'm like, man, just shut the hell up. It's weird to say, but for me the worst part about the anime is the main character right now, because every time he appears, when he is in Gear 5, every time he appears as in Gear 5, I just want to stop watching or just skip ahead to other characters. I might be in the minority here, and if you guys like and enjoy the goofiness of Gear 5, I have no problem with that. Everybody has their thing, but for me it's just too much. And with that out of the way, let's go. And the episode begins with Saturn, one of the 5 elders, kind of preparing to make a move. The Dr. Vegapunks, they get back the control of the pacifistas to start attack the navy again, so they can go and rescue Bonnie, because Bonnie came down from the laboratory. It's laboratory? Hey, I'm going with laboratory. They are coming down with this kind of a tank, weird machine. Man, this is the other thing. Sanji right here. It's Sanji and Jibei. Man, you have a former Chichibukai in Jibei, and you have Sanji that he gets involved in most of the fights, but in Egghead, since they arrived here, Zoro had the fight, Luffy had fights, and Sanji and Jinbei are going to get the luggage of Vegapunk. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you really? It's the other thing that it's kind of been pissing me off a bit during this arc, but and even in this episode, and I will get there, because they are coming down to get Bonnie. Okay, Sanji activates his ladies radar. That's funny. And he finds her, and then he just blasts down because he goes faster than the tank, and she is hiding from the marine. And then one of the almirants, I think it's admirals, I think it's, he finds her and he tries, yeah, an admiral. He finds her, starts attacking her, she runs away, she puts some kind of, they kind of see themselves as skeletons, but they are not. It's kind of a hypnose, something like that. Yeah, they see themselves as just skeletons. And she starts to run away from the admiral, and then a pacifista appears, and she's confused because Vegapunk he ordered the pacifistas to attack the marines, and then the pacifist appears, and then it's one other admiral that has a devil fruit that she can ride anything, and she is riding the pacifista, and then is going to blast Bonnie, and then she keeps seeing her father, understandable, and then Sanji comes for the win, and I was like, okay, Sanji is gonna come in, he's gonna kick this pacifista so hard, he's gonna blast them away, and we are gonna have a Sanji moment. And no, Sanji just grabs her out of the way and falls down. And then the Admiral also attacks Sanji, and he also just falls back as well with Bonnie. And okay, he's saving her, he's helping her, but then other pacifistas come and save them. And I was like, man, Sanji needed saving from pacifistas. Are you really kidding me right now? Give this man something. Do something with him. Not just simping for ladies during this entire arc. That's all he's been doing the entire time. He's simping for ladies. But yeah, the tank arrives. They get in to get away. Bonnie still sees her father, of course, and then we come back to the laboratory. They are carrying Robin away. Then Stussy says that she stays here because she still has some work to do, and they go away, and she stays with Kaku. It's Kaku, I think it's Kaku. I'm bad with names. And then we come to the ship, and Saturn gets up, starts walking, and we come back to Zoro versus Lucci. It's the animation at points seemed a bit weird, but and not that good, but okay. Zoro is fighting Lucci, then we come to Luffy versus Kizaru, and here is where I started to... Man, I don't know what else to say. I'm not usually, when I'm watching anime, I'm not embarrassed if other people walk in or see that I'm watching anime. When I'm seeing the moments with Gear 5 Luffy, I'm embarrassed that other people see me watch this. I really am, because this is kind of worse than Tom and Jerry in a way. And Looney Tunes and all of that. I think it's just the goofy sounds, always the laughing. I think it's just too much. I get the thing that, oh, he's free, he can do whatever he wants and all of that. Okay, you can be free and do whatever you want and not laugh all the freaking time. It's annoying, at least for me. If you guys disagree and you like, I understand as well, because the design of Gear 5 I like. It's all the goofy things that are just too much. If it was only here and there, it wouldn't bother me, but all the freaking time it gets annoying, man. But if you guys disagree, let me know. Okay, let's go with the fight, and we get cuts with Saturn walking to the door of his room and going back and forth between the fight of Luffy and Kizaru and Saturn. And also Zoro and Lucci, I could have forgot, but man, this shot right here that I stopped, it's kinda rough. I'm not gonna lie, it's kinda rough. But yeah, they are still fighting, and then they sense a presence in the air because of Saturn that is preparing to make his move. I think it's right here that the glass breaks and they sense Saturn's presence. Yeah, right here. He does this, and Zoro and Lucci stop. Even Chopper senses the presence of Saturn. And yeah, even Jinbei with Vegapunk luggage, because that's what Jinbei is here for, I guess. And then the sky gets dark, it disappears, these eyes appear, and it orders the pacifistas to stand down. Then we go to the break, we come back, it shows him saying to the pacifistas to stand down. They all stop. The Vegapunk is surprised because there's only one group of people above the Vegapunks that gives orders to the pacifistas, and it's the 5 elders. And then this blasts into the ground, and it's a pentagram, and then a weird kind of black thing starts forming on the ground. Oh yeah, the admirals give a notice that one of the 5 elders, Mr. Saturn, is landing on Egghead for people to just get the hell out of the way. Okay, here I think it's right here that Kizaru. Oh no, we get the. Yeah, right here, this black thing starts forming on the ground, and then the eyes, and then Saturn. Right here, I thought this kind of looks like Kaido, but yeah, he appears is kind of a monster spider combination thing. It's a monster, yeah, basically it is. He appears and he immediately kills one of the Marines, and then he says that it's been a while since he's been on the ground on other places, on other islands. And then it appears what he does, and then Sanji is shocked, and then Kizaru gets away from Luffy and goes to Vegapunk again, shoots fires a laser. Vegapunk dodges with the tank but destroys the cloud pathway. And then they start falling. Frankie asks Luffy for help. Luffy is like, okay, I got you. He goes to Kizaru, and yeah, Kizaru says that Luffy is reaching his limit with the Gear 5 form. And then he blasts at Luffy. And Luffy, man, see what I mean with this? We just had a Saturn arrive in a epic wave with an awesome design and all of that, and then we come back to this. And I don't want to be that guy, and I don't want to go there because I'm a fan of both One Piece and Dragon Ball, but these will never be more iconic than Super Saiyan or Ultra Instinct. I'm sorry, it's just not. If it wasn't for the goofiness, I would make the point that it probably would be as iconic as Super Saiyan or Ultra Instinct, but with the amount of goofiness, I just can't. At least for me. If you guys... Because look at... Man, let's move on. I probably will do a separate video about this, but... Then Luffy prepares an attack. He punches Kizaru. It goes right into his head, and it just punches right here, kind of like a Looney Tune thing stuff, I guess. Right here. And then Saturn sees Luffy, and he's like, oh, Nika, is that you? And then Luffy loses his Gear 5, he reaches his limit, and just he gets blasted away by his own air, I guess. Then Sanji protects Bonnie during the fall. Then Bonnie sees Saturn and recognizes the voice of Saturn. And apparently Saturn was the one that told Vegapunk to remove all the free will from Kuma. And then Bonnie just starts losing it, runs, grabs a sword, jumps at Saturn with all these flashbacks of Kuma going through her head, and just stabs Saturn in the chest. Here's the other thing. I think this is a bit... I don't think I like this very much as well, because it's the introduction of one of the 5 elders. We saw them with Sabu in the other kind of flashback in a way, but they were all covered in black, so we didn't really see them, what their powers were. But here it's the first time that we see one of them completely, I could say that, and he gets stabbed immediately by a regular sword by Bonnie, and I'm like, really? Really? I know it's probably this is gonna be a scratch for him, but I think it was a bit I didn't like it very much as well. But yeah, this was the episode. I think overall this was a very good episode. The introduction of Saturn, I think it was very good, very well animated, the music and all of that. I enjoyed it very much. The things with Gear 5 Luffy, I already talked too much about that. If you guys like it, you like it, my brother likes it, and I have no problem with that. Everybody has the things they like and the things they dislike, so it's okay. Everybody has their preferences, but yeah, if I was to rate this episode, man, I probably 7.5 around there. I think it's fair, a 7.5 episode. The introduction was good. The animation with Zoro and Lucci was a bit lacking, I could say. But yeah, the things with Gear 5, I like Gear 5, but the goofiness just ruins it for me and all of that. This right here, man, but yeah, that's for another video if I get to it, to do a more in-depth, in a way, about my problems with Gear 5. But yeah, let me know down below what you guys thought of the episode, if you agree or disagree with me when it comes to the Gear 5. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.